Bengaluru, 1,000 global capability centers, 40% of India's entire GCC count in a single city. The number that the Karnataka government announced this week is not a milestone to just file away. It is a description of what the city has become, and what it is being used for has changed considerably from what it was a decade ago. US insurance giant, the Standard, formalized its permanent presence at Embassy Tech Village in Bengaluru this week, with Minister Priyank Kharge at the opening. They are, of course, not just building a support operation. The hiring mandate is AI engineers, cloud architects, and data scientists, in-house, direct, without the vendor layer that most BFSI firms have historically relied on. The Standard wants the capability sitting inside the organization, not contracted out to it. That is a structural decision, and it is one more large Western financial services firms are making in the same postcode. Now let's talk about eBay, which has expanded its Bengaluru operation, which is, well, its only GCC in India, to over 700 engineers, 134 million active users across 190 global markets, run on infrastructure maintained and developed from this city. The expansion comes with a shift towards centers of excellence, deep technology, applied research, and structured skilling programs. A bid placed in London or a transaction completed in New York is actually, in material terms, a product of engineering work done right here in Bengaluru. eBay has decided it wants more of that work done right here, not less. Then, of course, there is Vanguard. Vanguard is present. S&P Global is scaling. And with 1,000 centers now operating across the city, every one of them is competing for the same narrow band of talent: niche, generative AI specialists, and applied research leads. Bengaluru also, by the way, has approximately 15,000 startups operating in the same talent market. The question the city is now, of course, asking itself is whether the roads, the power, and the housing stock can keep pace with the ambition. The Karnataka government's position is that, well, proactive policy and new tech park development will hold the line. That answer will be tested over, of course, the next few years. The original proposition that brought GCCs to Bengaluru was cost arbitrage. Skilled engineers available at a fraction of the salary cost of hiring in San Francisco, or for that matter, London. That proposition still holds ground, but it is no longer the only one on the table. The centers that have arrived recently and the mandates they have brought with them are more about product, ownership, research in output, and AI development, not just operational support. So the city is being used differently now, and the companies using it are making that choice quite deliberately. And here, of course, is the front page take. 1,000 GCCs in a single city is a concentration of global corporate commitment that does not happen by accident. It actually reflects a judgment made independently by hundreds of firms across finance, technology, insurance, and retail, that Bengaluru produces the quality of output they need for their most demanding work. The talent competition that comes with that concentration is real, and the city will need its civic and physical capacity to grow alongside its commercial reputation. What is already settled is the direction of the work. The next 1,000 centers will not be arriving to handle back office operations. They actually will be making a presence to build products, run research teams, and develop AI capability. Bengaluru, I believe, has earned that shift. The task now is to manage what comes with it.